there, TV land, and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, it's all about me! It's all about me and my Diavel. Had this beast for a few years, and I figured, I'll just tell you guys what it's all about. See ya! Well, what you're looking at here is a Ducati Diavel. I've heard it said that this is Ducati's answer to a Harley, that they purposely built this to take a bite out of the Harley market. No! I mean, look at it. It looks like a monster on steroids. It looks like somebody at Ducati had a vision to take the monster, jack it up at the gym. This is what you got. Lots of attitude and grunt. I mean, look at it. It's a beast. It's a beast, all right. With 162 ponies, 94 pounds of torque, it'll turn what takes minutes into mere seconds. The twist of that throttle can turn streetlights into a scene from Star Wars. Trust me, it's not for the faint of heart. But isn't that what you want when you buy a Ducati? What might surprise you is that this is a goddamn gentleman. Pick any gear up at 6 and sit back and cruise. It's got a comfortable saddle, an adjustable suspension, and driving modes for your riding style. Urban mode, you have touring mode, and you have sport mode. Touring mode's for when it's wet outside. You channel it down to 100 horses. 162 in the touring mode, but you still have all the traction control. And put in sport mode, it just minimizes everything. So you have 162 horsepower and a lot of fun. Another thing too about this thing, you sit in the bike. You actually don't sit on it. A lot of sport bikes, you're sitting on, you're leaned over. This, it's a full-on cruiser. I mean, you're sitting in it. It kind of helps with the performance too. You become one with the machine. You feel the road, you lean into it, hug it. And I think with the body style, the way it's shaped, it helps with the wind buffering. You'd be surprised, you get on this thing, you barely feel the wind. There is wind, but there isn't a lot. You break the speed limits and you just kind of tuck into this thing and it's just straight. Makes you feel quite confident, maybe a little bit too overconfident. And I mean, we have the 240 back wheel, keeps it planted. And you kind of need that with 162 horsepower and all that torque. It's really easy to forget it's a cruiser, but it is. And it does it quite well without any apologies. And when you're ready to rip up some pavement, it's more than able. It wants to play. Its aggressive, intimidating, unapologetic stance and look is why I believe this bike connects to some of the Harley world. I would be one of them. Totally. Fell in love with this bike. I seen it. To me, it just looked ugly, unapologetic, and aggressive. And in that, I just seen nothing but pure beauty for myself. One thing I have noticed about this bike, and I've watched a few videos about just people talking about it in general, they miss the soul. They'll talk about the stats, just how much horsepower it has, how much torque, blah, 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 blah. The thing has a soul, and I kind of feel bad for the bike. Everybody misses this point. You get on this thing, you can feel the engineering, you can feel everything that everybody who built this machine, all the time they put into it, you can actually feel it. And when you get out there, it's like nothing I've ever driven before in my life. It's a monster and a goddamn gentleman, all in the same sentence. You can put this thing in any gear you choose to, and you can just putter around town, and it is calm and relaxing. You can hang out with anybody you want to on any kind of bike. Crack it down a few gears, wind on that thing, and you are gone. You are ripping up pavement. Awesome. But people don't talk about that, about its soul. It has a soul. It's hard to put into words, but it definitely is unlike any other bike I've ever driven. If you like what you see, please subscribe, hit like, all that stuff, so I can make more bad videos. See you in the next one.